Double Dino and a micro creeper.
Welcome to the Belly Hanging Podcast, your favourite podcast in the whole world by two very distinctly average climbers. This is a climbing podcast. My name's Peter.
My name's Danko Henry Winterburn.
I mean, it's kind of a climbing podcast. It's also kind of just a two dickheads rambling podcast.
Let's ramble, Pete.
Let's ramble. Are you ready for a ramble chat?
I was born to ramble.
Oh my god, I've just looked at our wavelengths. They're crazy. I shouldn't really get distracted with all the whole techno jarble of it, so I'll just pretend I didn't see that. And if it sounds shockingly bad, that's, I guess, the listener's fault. It can't be my fault.
Definitely the
It's
listener's
the listener's fault, isn't it? How are you, Dan?
Oh, Pete, I'm awesome, man.
Good?
Yeah, just pause it, man.
No, it's good.
No.
It's phenomenal.
It. I hate you.
It's great.
I need you to stare in my eyes.
I know, I wasn't looking at Dan. I've been sorting out the laptop stuff, but
You
I'm
ever ask
looking at
me
you
how
now.
I am and not look me in my soul again?
Yeah.
I'll fucking end you.
Okay.
I was so good until now. Oh man,
We've had a good day, haven't we, Dan?
I'm really fucking good, but I
Yeah.
am absolutely destroyed.
I feel like we've got a lot to talk about.
How are you?
A lot to... oh, yeah. I'm good.
Oh, good.
I'm destroyed. We've had a great day. Let's get into all that. But first, just want to clean up some of the cobwebs of the podcast. Like, we've got... Our podcast is looking great. It's furnished. Brand new. It's sitting on the driveway. But in the interior, there's just a little bit of cobwebs.
There's a Pete in there.
There's a big disgusting Pete, and we can't get him out. He's got
Hate him.
stinky feet. He's got greasy toenails. Hate him.
How do we get rid of him?
Cheese.
Jeez.
Little cheese drops out the driveway.
Into the witch's
The bin.
den.
Which is the bin.
The den.
Yeah, and every Wednesday, the guardians of the witch's den come,
And
pick
put you
Pete
away.
up, and put him back into the trash.
What are these cobwebs?
I don't know. No. Basically, I don't know, Dan. No, this isn't the end of season one. We tricked the guys last week with Ben. It's not the end of season one. We can't stop podcasting.
The end of season
We told
one.
ourselves that this is going to be the end of season one, and then this week we're like, nah, it's not. Basically, for season 2, we want to up the podcast ante. We want to introduce everyone to our friends, and we want to have a little podcast studio and film them and put them on YouTube. Do all these cool things for season 2. We're not quite there yet, so let's just bust out another podcast.
So we'll bust this out, but we want to
So-
introduce people to our world now because it's developing, isn't it? It's getting
I'm
balls
developing.
develop.
Our
And
world
it's not
is
a gender thing. It's just we're actually
beautiful-
two men who are balls deep right now in climbing and hurting our bodies for the benefit of I don't know
I'm
anymore.
balls deep in other things as well.
Yeah. Don't you sleep tonight, boy.
Well,
So where do we start for this week?
man, well,
So
we've
much
done
shit.
so much, because we've not podcasted in, a week?
Yeah.
But last week we chatted with Ben, and that chat was amazing, but we didn't round up the previous
Yeah.
week before that.
Which
So
is
we've got like
fucking
2
nuts.
weeks of stuff.
Oh, fuck that. Let's just start with...
Well, I want to chat about one thing a few weeks ago, but we'll get into that.
I wanted to start with your adventure to the roaches.
Oh, that's what I wanted to chat about?
I hate you.
Oh, stop saying
Get
you
out
hate
my
me,
head.
man. You say you hate me,
Get
but you
out my
love
head.
me. Why would you kiss
'Cause
me like you do?
I hate what I fear. And I fear what I love.
Yeah, but did you never watch Batman? It'll
Ah.
become what you fear.
The Penguin. Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that's a good coffee, Dan.
It's good coffee, innit?
Oh, let's take
so
everyone take a sip of your coffee.
I've
Let's
been,
just wait 5
I've been to the roaches 2.5 times, we'll call it.
Yeah.
And I've loved it, and I've never been with you.
No,
and
we've never been together.
You've had such a
So-
gnarly adventure.
Oh my god, the Roaches was such a cool little trip. So I don't know why I got it in my head, but whenever I chatted to you about the Roaches, which is like literally once for some reason, I got it in my head that you didn't have a good experience, or it was wet or something.
Oh, it's wet, yeah.
And there wasn't that much bouldering there. There wasn't that much climbing there, and it was a bit of like just I don't know. From just chatting with you, I got this picture of the Roaches as this sort of, and I don't know why, because I've chatted to you previously, and you're like, I don't know
Can't
where
wait to
you
go
got
back.
that from. Like, I have no idea where you got that idea from. So it's just a beautiful, literal, like mystical little place. Like, it really feels like it's like in a Studio Ghibli film, like
Yeah.
Spirited Away or something. Like, you really just magical little forest. It feels foreign.
You were in the forest bit, the lower tier.
Yeah, the lower
You
tier.
didn't go to the upper tier.
No, man, we were just.
There's so much to do, man.
And there's only like 3 or 4 boulders.
And
but
there's more, man.
you
There's
spend
fucking
like
more than
hours
that.
on like 1 or 2
There's
boulders.
the skyline boulders even higher as well.
Yeah.
And then there's
crazy.
boulders below the lower tier in the woods that you're in.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fucking heavy. It's huge, man. Roaches.
Don't want to like bog people down on the specifics, but very quickly I'll do a run through just because I'm happy of what I did as well out there. Literally went up, didn't even warm up that much. Honestly, we went straight to, if you know the green traverse.
Yeah, I know the rock.
Horrible like downward. It's a 6B, I think. Went straight onto that, man. And it's just got a disgusting mantle out. And you'd think coming out of Font we'd be like very on that. And to be honest, we did both. We all pulled it, but it just took a lot, and it was like for something to warm up on. It was eating at me because Martin obviously sends it, then Plum sends it, then I think Barney sends it, and I'm just struggling on it, and I'm grazing my thighs on it, grazing my arms on it, and it's the first boulder, and it's one of those popping my hip out badly, and I've got bad hips anyway, and it's a real intense thing. You've got to like mantle up onto a hip. And I was getting very demotivated very quickly there. Managed to get up it, and then obviously once you do that, like things change. It's the best day ever straight away. So we do that, then we go to the warm up slabs, and me and Tom are fucking about on that, trying to do it with no hands. Tom does like the hardest slab there, which is basically in between two climbs. You just go straight up. There's no handholds.
I think I know which one it is. Sounds like someone's name.
Yeah, I can't remember the name or anything of it. There's no handholds, and you just smear in. And it was just, Tom's brilliant at that. Like he has those really old shoes now as well, so his like foot bends like all up on the rocks. So he's got so much friction, but he's really just amazing at that.
He's just Tom Johnston.
Yeah, so did that. Potted about on some of the other stuff. Like no point getting into it. Then
get to the meat.
The big meat bit.
The big meat.
Shall I get to
because I told you to stop speaking. Just tell me about
the adventure. That is a meaty bit. Yeah, but before I get to that meat, I want to tease you with that. I'm doing some playing around with Barney and Plum, doing some traverses and tops on the easier slab stuff, just really volume, just like we wanted to knock out loads. And then I just hear Tom go, "Pete, get here! You need to do a thing. You need to do this." And I just said it because I know that you'll be able to do it, and if you do it, it means that I have to do it. And I'm like, and I've never heard Tom like Tom's a way better climber than me. So it's so like it was. I was like, cool. So I went over, and it's this climb called a stretch and mantle, which is a 6C, I think. Yeah, 6C. And it's a 3-star climb there. It's like one of the ones to go to. It's right next to the big dino.
I know exactly where it is. I've not done it. I know exactly where that is.
And it's a big rock, and it's a big mantle.
Yeah.
And Martin, in classic Martin fashion, I ask him, because Martin's already done it, and I ask him, basically, you go to an undercling, and you stretch, it's called stretch and mantle, because you stretch from the undercling as high up to this ledge.
What do you do after the stretch?
Well, what's it called? What do you do? Begins with an M. You menstruate. Stretch and menstruate.
Wow.
Yeah. No, shit, mantle, not menstruate.
Wow,
I was doing the wrong thing. That's why I didn't
difficult for you, that.
Really.
Because you're a boy.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, anyway, stretch and mantle. So, yeah, you grab a ledge that's like, at your apex, you're like grabbing it. I'm for anyone not watching us right now in the room, I'm stretching. I'm like showing Dan purposely how to do it. But you grab it. It's right above your head, full stretched out, and you've just got to pull up and almost like muscle up.
So you stretch your mantle.
Yeah, very quickly described it there, as in the name.
Fucking hell. That was ludicrous.
Unnecessary for a podcast, isn't it? Yeah. So basically, I did it very not easily, but like
you did it.
I did it in my third go.
That's awesome.
Because it just suited perfectly for me. Like that mental pushing up, mental. And then so I did it, and then because Tom had been really battling with it, and then because I did it, Tom was completely right, and he had to go do it.
That's awesome.
And Tom had got some amazing photos of Tom's face. Like, he's in agony pushing himself up. If you go to my Instagram, and I'll put them on a belly hanging as well, just go and have a look at it because it's so great. And Barney did brilliant taking photos of that. Yeah, he just grabbed my camera. I love that when people just fucking get on it because we've got so many cool photos to remember that day now. So anyway, do that. That's all the climbing done with. But then Martin says, "Oh, I found a thing."
It's like it's the most terrifying and beautiful thing.
It's like the way when he says it, you get a shiver down your spine when he says he's found a sad adventure. And because we'd all seen him, you know, it's all like the tears and stuff. Yeah. We'd seen him at the top of one of the track climbs. There were no ropes, nothing. We saw him at the top on like so it's like a vertical bit goes over an overhang, and then it's a slab to finish off this track climb. And we saw him climbing the slab at the top with nothing. This was previously in the day, and he was like, "Peter, found an adventure." And all I was thinking is that the top of that slab that he was talking about, that he was done before. Turns out it was, but we didn't have to do what he did. But the cool bit was basically, so rounds us up. There's a few of us game for this side adventure. So him leading us, me behind him, Tom behind me, Plum behind Tom, and Constantine behind Plum. Constantine behind Plum. So the 5 of us in a train, literally like a metre behind each other as well. We didn't like all go at once. Did maybe must be at least 20 metre, 20. It's like as high as like the climbs at Awesome Wall, but like scramble grade 3 / climb. Like it was more than a grade 3, I think, in moments. But also, majority of it was probably about around that, like free solo-y thing in like a gorge. So what was really a chimney. So what was really nice is that it felt relatively nice. Didn't feel exposed. Do you know what I mean? Because you're in a big old hole.
If you fell, you had 3 people
to land on.
It'd be great,
and they're all strong people.
It's really strong.
So
you'll be fine.
I'd be fine. The lower people.
Constantine, that's fine.
Oh yeah, well he's German.
Yeah, don't need. You've got too many Germans
well, they bounce
in
off
the hangar
the floor.
He's super
got
strong.
Too many Germans in the hangar. One. That's enough. That's too many.
I'm so jealous. It sounds.
No, that's not even the best bit, man. So we're going up this thing. It's green and dusty, by the way. Fine, though. All fine. There's a moment where you have to actually chimney. Like, do full-on press your back against the wall, walking up with your feet. Like, real chimney stuff right at the top. And to get out. So, right at the top, there's a boulder stack where all these big rocks have fallen. And to get out, you've got to squeeze through a hole that's the size of, like, my shoulder width. Like, literally, me and Tom, like, everyone else there, like, Constantine, Plum, and thingy, they're all, and Martin, they're slim.
Yeah.
But me and Tom are quite broad, and it's literally like me squeezed up was like as big as the hole, like very much getting stuck in it sort of vibe for a moment or two. But jugs and feeling great. Well, jugs and do you know what I mean? Feeling safe, but you squeeze yourself at the top of this 20-meter thing through a hole.
Fuck.
But because you're squeezing it, you feel so safe. Because you feel so locked. Like, if you fall, you're only going to, like, be more wedged.
And just fall on all these people as well.
Yeah, that's
that's the safe
So
bit.
we got up there, and it was just like, it was just, it was cool, very cool, but I'm such a big pussy. Like, so, obviously when he's, like when Martin comes up to you and he says he's got a side thing, first thing that goes in my head is, like, a little bit of excitement, but majority is just shitting myself.
Yeah.
And it was to the point where I was like, I was getting myself in a bit of a tears for this unknown adventure that he had planned for us. I didn't know what it was, but just getting myself worked up, and I've not even seen it yet. So I was like, because we were all
we know him
dabbling around, like no one. Sorry, not like what's the word? Everyone was just like fiddling around, not really getting shit together, and I just needed to go get this done because I was shitting myself. So at the end, I was like, let's just go, and I started walking towards it, and then everyone caught up, and just need to get it done now because it was a thing, and I didn't know what it was, and it was a lot of fun. But when Martin says something like that, and you see him doing crazy shit, you're like, yeah. But you just got to trust in Martin. That
you've got to trust him.
He wouldn't approach you if he didn't think you had it.
Yeah, and he does try to push you, but that's pretty fucking gnarly. I'm pretty jealous.
Yeah, I mean, one of those like
poopy butthole.
No. That's the thing. It really wasn't. I just worked myself up before I'd even seen it. But once you've seen it and you're up it, you'd fly up it, mate.
You know, Tom said to me recently about soloing Idville.
Huh?
Tom Johnston was like, "Let's solo Idville."
Slabs? The multi-pitch that we did?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that anytime soon.
No, not soon, but like people are game. Like,
yeah, that's the thing.
This
it's
little
not
gang
that hard,
is this gang's developing
into a dangerous gang. I thought we were a safe bunch.
We're
not
unhinged,
a safe bunch, man.
We're becoming unhinged.
It's because if you only need one gang member to be unhinged, and then it spreads like a virus. Because now me and you, like we were saying last week, we enjoy just going and climbing without a pad by ourselves, finding little things.
Just to know, I can do
feel
this.
That little bit of danger, but like, why do we need to feel that? We shouldn't need to feel that. Bouldering should be enough.
It's obviously not.
No.
Like, look at it. Like not to jump in today, but today we're running around like maniacs.
Yeah. Today was mad.
We're like we're coming on. We're not. Well, it's there, isn't it? All like the.
You understand why people. It's. Do you know what it must be chemically? You're just addicted to that when you're topping out of things. That surge of adrenaline.
Yeah, no, it's that. Yeah.
Like, I've never, in all my years of living, I've never shaken as much as I am like climbing. In terms of when you top out of something, you're so like buzzing that you literally just can't stop. Like, your hands are just like shaking a little bit. There's
some trains of thought where it's like, life's really safe.
Yeah.
So because life's so safe, we need adventure and things to surge adrenaline in your system.
Yeah.
So not everyone wants that. Some people will find enough adrenaline in watching a fucked up television show.
Yeah.
But like, we found this release where like today, even indoors, have massive endorphins, but then a fuck ton of adrenaline to an extent where I can't breathe for a second and I've got to sit down.
Yeah.
In an indoor climbing gym.
It's mad that indoor bouldering, some moves, some things that we're trying to do, I can be sat there afterwards and I'm just sort of shaking. Yeah. Like, the adrenaline is going through my body because we've just been trying to like do something silly. Like, we've been trying to dyno to like a massive hold, or we've been like knee jamming a sideways bar or whatever.
But your adventure, MVP.
What? MVP of
roaches.
Roaches. Ooh, yeah, I've not even thought of this shit. MVP of the roaches. I think, you know what? There's dark horses out there that often don't get MVP because they're consistently good and they're consistently strong and consistently motivational and just always there and they're being boss. But give it Tom, man. Tom, for doing the stretch and mantle, he deserves that because it wasn't his style. He hated it. He really didn't want to do it at the end. Really, like, we had to, like, he just really didn't want to do it, and he kept getting up there, and he fucking did it. And like I was saying, like, Tom was one of those dudes that he's consistently strong, and he's a bit of a dark horse in terms of he's reliant. Strong, do you know what I mean? But he's fucking strong. So he's never outstanding in that way because he's always just he's so strong all the time. Similar to Martin, like, do you know what I mean? That level where they're just always strong, so they never do anything like it's not out. It's normal for them to be really great.
When you actually write down the things like
that they do,
like if you think about the indoor when a new set's done, like Tom will hit a lot of the big stuff.
Yeah.
Martin does them all.
Yeah, Martin does fucking everything.
Fucking mental. When you say that, like we were sat still walking today, weren't we? And like you're speaking to Martin, it's like he's just on this set. It's like
silent
and
assassin,
you realise, he's the silent assassin. Every set you crush it.
Yeah,
you're a fucking. And then
crush every set. Imagine feeling that, like the hanger set, a whole set, and you fucking crush the entire thing.
So then we talk. So we've got this little thing lined up. Me, you, Martin, a couple of things lined up in the pipeline. There's some.
Yeah.
Like the little one, the local one is like go to his home crag, and you watch him. Just
at his own turf.
No, watch him make a 7B traverse like it's fucking nothing. Yeah. That's a thing. And then you're talking to him in the car and he's like, there's 101 moves, I've memorised them all. It's like, you're a fucking robot.
Yeah, I remember him telling me that, saying that in the car. You know, just whilst we're on the topic, actually, because it goes into today a little bit, but we'll jump straight back. It's so funny. We went to PEX today, and we were greeted by the Friends of PEX Facebook group.
Oh, nice.
They were all cleaning all the walls up and doing basically gardening and landscaping. Just
all in preparation for the climbers.
Yeah, all just for the climbers. Really, all the old boys.
Yeah,
the old boys. It was amazing to see. Like, and a lot of them. There was like at least 8 people to go there and clean up. It's a lot of people to spend a rainy Saturday.
Nice people.
Nice, awesome.
And as soon
I
as
started taking photos of them, and they didn't give a shit. They were like,
as soon as the rain came, you're like, oh, look, so we're off the pub.
Yeah,
then.
we go pub then. But amongst them, there was one younger dude,
Cameron.
and there was a really funny moment with him and Martin, where Martin was off at the other end of the traverse, and we were just talking to him about climbs in the area, and the Breck came up, and we were like, "Oh, Martin's big on the Breck. He's a moderator in UKC and stuff." And he went, "Oh, are you Evo 79 or whatever like his handle is?" And me and you just looked at each other like, "We don't know." And then Martin finished his thing. He came over and this dude just shouted over to him and said, "Are you Evo 7 blah blah blah?" And Martin goes, "Yeah. I finally made it. I'm famous." It was so funny.
We spent the next 3 hours talking about
and then they spent
sizes.
ages talking to each other. So clearly, me and Dan have a little conspiracy theory going on.
The lovers?
We think they're lovers. Online. They've been chatting to each other on UKC under false names for ages.
Just realised.
And it was dead awkward today because they started chatting to each other and they both realised
they know too much.
that they've been speaking to each other for years under false names. And
They're
in love.
They're in love, yeah.
And they thought they were on the opposite. You know, like the new episode of Black Mirror. They thought the other one was a girl, and they fell in love.
They knew. But online, he's got that's the Black Mirror in it.
Yeah.
He plays a woman, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's not the same as reality. But then they meet in reality, and all they've got to do
all
now
on
is kiss.
UKC, all on the Brett.
You've just got to
page.
kiss now, haven't they?
Yeah. So Martin, I think if you're listening, mate,
you've got to kiss him.
You've got to tell me. Yeah. Go with your heart.
This, man.
Go with your heart, not your head.
The world is a judgmental place.
It's so funny imagining Martin listening to this.
And it was spot on.
He's in tears. He's like...
We've got this down to a T. We've read the situation so well. But the old PEX soldiers today, one of the fellas came over to us, dead friendly, and we were like, genuinely, we said we'll sign up, and when you do the clean up, I want to go down and give a hand.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
And he was like, it was a proper nice, he said, the PEX has become a bit busier in the last few months.
Yeah.
And they're quite excited by that.
Yeah.
I liked hearing that.
Yeah, well, with the new gen.
Yeah.
And the new generation. Because he said it's been quiet for a few years now.
And it's coming back.
And he said, because he literally said, you gang are coming all the
said,
time.
And he knew it was hanger people.
And he said it's,
hanger people. And I'm super fucking psyched.
We are definitely hanger people.
We are probably hanger peoples.
Yeah, I hang. We're barely hanging.
So, it was a fucking really interesting little interim that. It was like, turn up and there's just a bunch of people cleaning PEX. Yeah. And they were like, do you want to come clean? And I felt selfish, but I remember saying to him, man, I think it's going to rain in like an hour or so, and I've got to do some outdoor climbing.
Yeah.
So I've not been indoors this much in months because of the shit weather.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give a weather report, but it's been fucking shit.
It's been awful, yeah.
It's been terrible, and
And you said today you, just because you've been outdoors loads, you've been falling out of love a little bit with indoor stuff.
100%.
Yeah. And you do when you have that lifestyle of just going outdoors, climbing, the sun's shining, you're having all these beast sessions, and you're like hitting new strides outside, hitting different grades. Things are making sense. You hear, like you said, you just understand what the old guys are saying in terms of indoors is purely to get strong for outdoors.
And a few fellas have said it to me, and it makes a lot of sense. So I was like, I've been falling out of love with the indoor world. But then, so I went to Boardroom last weekend in Wales/Chester, wherever the fuck it is. And really good, like a little bit of lead climbing, a little bit of the Psycho Sicker block thing.
Yeah.
And then a monster boulder session with Barney and Daisy and Becky. Like, just really went at it. And just fucking some cool problems set there. And I was like, yeah, these are fucking awesome problems. And
Yeah.
I started to push a couple of grades in there slightly higher because it's quite a hard grading system. And that got me psyched.
Yeah.
And then the next day it was like, let's go to the fucking hangar. The weather's terrible.
Yeah.
And like all the new setting stuff was for the competition, which I'd missed on the Friday because I was working.
And it's such a good set. Oh my god, they knocked it out of the park this time with the competition sets.
It's been the best indoor climbing
recently
I've ever done, I think. Like as a consistent basis, like the fun we had today off the back of it still, a whole week of
We've
solid
had
fun.
so many like repeating the competition climbs for no good reason when we're fucked at the end of the session.
They feel great.
That red one, we'll post it. There's a beautiful red, stretchy, like pulley, compression-y type climb that is definitely my favourite of the set.
That's awesome.
And we're pooped, and it's a hard one to pull on. Really takes all your effort every time.
Some of those climbs, I think I did like 10, 15 times.
Yeah.
Because they're going as well, aren't
so
they?
they really like give props to them.
I said to Syke and to Mick, I don't think I got a chance to speak to Sam, like, but as many people as I could, and was just like, I'm not like some sort of fucking referee of this world, but like that's been so much fun, and the sessions we've had.
Off
the
back
Sunday,
of it. Yeah.
I had a session midweek in the middle of the day, and Sev, Sam, and Syke were climbing together, and I was just kind of like on the periphery every now and then, just watching them a bit of a perv.
Yeah.
And like the hardest problem in the competition, watching them pull on that shit like that.
Oh my god, yeah. So yeah,
oh man, it's ludicrous. Whatever the fuck that is.
No one's done it other than Mike. That
I think Syke got it. Like I'm 99% sure. Like he fucking like. And seeing like Doyle like pulling on and Sev pulling on, and like watching Syke just like really fucking pulling on this thing.
It looks ludicrous. It
was.
Looks so hard.
They had a fan blowing on it. It was quite hot and sweaty, and I'm just sat there in awe, having a boss
That's
time.
Amazing. Yeah.
And then it's like all the sessions I've had this week indoors. It was like my love's back for it.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I'm going to be outdoors all the time, but my love's back.
What the main word to bring back for it is fun. It's just brought the fun back to it.
Super fun.
I think we went full train mode for a little bit, like
for fun.
For fun. Basically, we went full. Like we need to be strong for fun, and that's great. There is an edge to that is very enjoyable, or satisfying. Maybe is the better word, because we're coming home and we're fucked, but we're like we are big into this now. But coming back from fun with this new competition set, it's been back to the roots of having giggles. Fucking choosing ludicrous things to do, like just some of the ludicrous stuff we were doing today, doing sideways knee bars, like no hands
nuts.
For no reason, doing like finding crazy beta for this. Like they've set this one where it's got basically like stepping stones on the side of the wall, like big green holes that come off the wall, and me and Martin just like cartwheeling across them, finding beta where we're handstanding across it. Finding big running dinos,
adapting the dinos,
taking holds out of climbs, just changing things up, man.
And so I think just please go look at the Instagram stuff we're gonna put on.
Yeah, we're gonna
it really emphasises how much fun we had.
Yeah, we're gonna machine gun it. Put
thank you
loads
to the
of
hangar
footage up
for
there.
some shit hot climbing. Look at last night. I finished work at 8, and I was like, I'm just gonna bob down.
Yeah.
And like, I really want this.
We were there till close, weren't we?
Right till the end.
Right till close. And tonight we were there till close, basically.
So problem number 11 last night, the slab climb. Like, not everyone got it, and we battled that last night.
We'll put that on there as well.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, we're beasts at slab a bit more now.
Bit better, bit more balance in our.
I like the way I said that. I was like, we're beasts at slab, and then instantly named, just like checked myself, like we're actually not beasts at slab,
average, brother.
But we're
slightly better than average now.
Yeah, we're slightly better just because fun. Like
maybe for this whole season, we've become slightly better than average climbers.
We're slightly better than normal. Yeah, but indoors has just been amazing, man.
But then so today we set off to Pecs in the morning to get there for just after 12.
Yeah.
We put a solid power hour in of traversing, and it was quite funny because we couldn't get any of the fucking problems done today, but we got like a little V2 Slim Gym, and that was an eye-opener for some, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And Blue Gym, sorry, that got a few people like...
Well, it's the pec stack, isn't it? When you're stacking 3 fingers on top of each other just so you can apply pressure into these fake fake pockets. So they look like a pocket that you could grab, but they're like sloping They're like slopers that you can only get fingers into.
Just ask Pete to show you what a pec stack is next time you see it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
looking at
Next
like
time you
some
see
fucking
me,
lobster colours right now.
I'm doing them right now. I can't stop. Yeah.
Pete can be the new teacher in pec stacking.
Yeah, I love the pec stack.
But like on
Great
the eliminate wall and the Pisa wall, I've done loads of little climbs now.
Yeah.
But then it's fucking straight. You go like if you got a climb at the hanger, you've got it tuned in, and the colour you just do it. I want to be like that on Pisa wall now. I want to go back and be like. And I've got like 2 climbs I think I could probably consistently get, but the rest of them still fucking hard to go back and just knock out.
So have you been outside since Stanage? I obviously pecs today.
Oh yeah, man.
Have you done something?
Yeah, I went to Triffon and did a scramble as well last Thursday. And I thought, well, it was fucking really cool day. So it was Becky and her sister, and like her sister had never done, like she's been up quite big mountains actually in Africa, like pretty big, but it's hiking I think. And she said like she alluded to the fact that she done a little bit of scrambling ish type thing. So I was like, let's go to Triffon, Northridge. And like, but there's a windy path, so you can avoid the side adventures that we do. But it's still fucking scrambling.
No, it really is. Because Northridge, don't you? There's that bit right at the top before the summit where you've got to full on go up and down.
So you
back up.
Remember last time, the one time. So you've done it a few times now.
Yeah.
So you've done it all different ways. You know, you can go slightly around it and down and up and around.
Say that again.
Slightly,
remember that bit where you go slightly down a bit, around and up and down,
around and down and back. You'll know,
I remember.
If I point it out to you, I know exactly where it is. Like,
okay, yeah.
You went that way once.
Yeah.
And it kind of avoids like the weird down climb.
Oh, okay.
You know, because that false summit, you come down.
Yes,
like,
I do know now.
I think she would have done it, but it would have been like
a
your first ever fucking scramble.
Yeah.
So we just did this little side adventure with a lovely few flowy moves in.
Yeah.
And like Becky obviously crushed it, but then her sister crushed it as well.
Yeah.
So we had this boss on the views that day. It pissed down for about 10 minutes, and we had this like the rainbows were below us. There's fighter jets training going down the valley really
That's
low.
amazing.
And we just had this super cool day, like blessed day with the weather. I had a bot, and then
it makes me miss being out in the mountains, man. To do those big
missing Ogwyn Valley's the thing, man.
Yeah, Ogwyn Valley.
It's
Hail Triffin, man.
We've done a lot there.
Hail
Triffin. And then Leanne posted that picture today from a picture from I'm sorry, I'm going to bastardise the name. There's the Carnadai, however you pronounce it.
All right.
In that little pool, looking at Triffon.
Yeah.
Man, I want to look at that.
What is that? The infinity pool?
No.
That's somewhere else.
Natural, but that's in.
That's in the next valley, isn't it?
But and then so we come down from there, and and we were saying about taking Becky's sister to her first ever little boulder. And there's the Ogwyn Cottage boulders.
Oh yeah.
And the horrendous highball slabs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they did. I didn't know they were highball.
Yeah, like they're above 4 meters. Like
wow.
And because it's slab.
Yeah,
but it's onto a road, so it's like a perfect flat landing right next to a road. It's fucking weird. There's no traffic.
I've not seen any of those.
We'll go there next. There's I want to go back because.
Are they very doable?
Yeah, but
ballsy like.
Yeah, and I've just done a massive scramble, but I did I think it's a 6B.
Okay.
On it, like just off the back. I was like, I'll do that one. And
my gosh.
It's like the bits have made sense doing so much slab now.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw up the entire way.
Really? It was like
fucking did it. It's called so there's 2. I did 2. So you did Idval slab like.
Oh right.
And then there's Idval slab right hand. I did them 2, and the like.
Oh wow.
I want to go back and do them again, but I think after I've done them again, I might never do them again.
Oh really? They're that bad?
But they're really good climbs. They're I think I can't remember if they're 2 or 3 starred.
Okay.
I think right hand's 2 starred, and I think Idval slab is a 3-star climb.
Wow.
And
but you just never want to do it again because you want to puke.
Oh man.
Wow.
But then there's a couple. There's a little one called Thin Crack, and I couldn't get on it.
Yeah.
It was a 5C or something. And it just said in the book, Thin Crack, and then below it says, like, really disappointing.
Oh, really?
I couldn't get on the fucking thing.
Wow.
So we got Becky's sister to do, like, I don't know, I think it's like a 4A.
Okay.
I don't fucking know what it's called. Like, this little...
Does she climb?
Never.
Oh, okay. That's so cool.
We got her to do it, and she did it.
Yeah.
And it must be about 3 meters, but it's like it's a slab, but quite a distinct slab, up like a lean back crack. Yeah. And she does it, and she shits herself a bit, but she does it.
Yeah,
that's the cool thing. And she did it after a scramble, so she earned a Pete Eats that day. So we took her to Pete Eats.
My heart just flooded.
Big day.
What
We
did you
all
get?
went.
What did you get?
I went for the classic veggie grill with
Veggie
the
mixed grill.
walnut like burger thing.
Yeah.
And then ordered a bun.
Oh,
So
nice.
made my own
On the
burger.
side, make your own sandwich.
And
what did the others get? Anything else?
Cheesy chips was the option for a sister. It's just like, you've earned a lot more than that.
Yeah, you've earned more. What?
You went a lot more than that.
Did she at least get a big cup of tea in one of those massive mugs?
Yeah. So
Gotta do
standard.
that.
And then Becky got the grill. And super fun day. But then the thing after that night, she really wanted to watch Free Solo.
Wow.
So we went back and obviously it's not.
What a beautiful way to round off
So we watched Free Solo together and she was like, I think there's this bit of an understanding of I've just done this 3-meter slab on a really quite an easy layback for to walk up it. This man's just done that. What the fuck is that? Yeah. And fucking intense film.
Yeah, it's like that's beautiful. That's a good
adventure.
moment for her to see, to have gone climbing, shit herself on a slab, do it, have that whole awesome feeling of topping out and being like, yes, fucking hell, and then going home and watching Alex Honnold do what he does and being like that must the emotional roller coaster of that of just it must be insane.
It's a good film. A few people of my friends have watched it recently.
It's a great film.
And have been like, and
well,
one
it
of
was
my
on
colleagues,
Channel 4.
Exactly. So
how mad is that?
One of my colleagues was like, I saw Free Solo. It's a fucking great film.
Yeah, it's a boss film.
But on that boulder, it must be it's like a 3.5-4 meter boulder problem. Dead easy.
So basically like El Cap.
Just like El Cap, and it's so it's very similar. No, but so she's just watching me play around on that. Yeah. And then, but the top of it's like a 2-meter scramble, so it's like a 6-meter climb.
Oh wow!
And I'm playing on that.
Yeah.
And it's and it's nothing in comparison to anything that man does.
Yeah.
But it's just imagine that. How many times above that?
Yeah.
500 times of that.
Yeah. Easy.
But so that was a fucking cool. So that's the last time I've been outdoors. And
I want to go out scrambling again, man. All that scamp vibe.
Scamp
vibe, man. When we were going out, just knocking out, going to the lakes, going to the peaks,
knocking out a scramble,
going to Snowdonia, and just scrambling for the fun of scrambling.
So there's plans coming up. There's not going to be much scrambling for this.
Stop pointing at me. Do not point at me.
You need a wag every now and then.
Get that finger away from me. I'll bite that off. I will, lad.
So, I think today's been one of my favourite days in a while.
It has. It's been beautiful, man.
We've
I'm not, and like you say, in terms of progression. Sorry to interrupt, but in terms of progression, man, you were saying when we finished this session, we're both fucked. You've been climbing non-stop this week. I've been ill this week, so I've not actually climbed at all. Climbed twice with you, basically. But today we still knocked out new things. We progressed today, and I'm still ill. Your hands are the most disgusting I've ever seen them. Your fingertips are bleeding. Literally, they're just messed up, and we're still pushing very hard.
Do you know why I climb so much? Because I'm going on a holiday tomorrow, and I hate
you
myself.
are?
So in the back of my mind, I'm like, I might not be able to climb next week, so I'll climb myself to death.
Well, we're not going to be able to record for a week because you're going to beautiful
Austria tomorrow. And
quick synopsis of your plan.
Get to Vienna. We were going to stay there, then fuck that. Yeah. So we're going to come back to that. Go to Salzburg, straight up.
What's
to
Salzburg?
Vienna. It's another city.
Okay.
So straight to there. Yeah. Stay somewhere. So we're going to get there for 10 p.m. Eat, sleep, get up. Day around Salzburg just to see a city because we're not big city people. Then to Innsbruck.
Is this mountains?
Yeah.
Innsbruck?
Then we're staying in the
mountains.
So
what is it? Alps? French Alps? French Alps. Yeah, the French Alps in Austria.
We're in the French-Austrian Alps.
French-Austrian Alps.
The Franco-Austro...
Peruvian.
So the plan's hiking and scrambling.
Big hikes.
And whatever we can.
Yeah.
Whatever the weather lets us do.
Yeah, so that's the...
It looks a bit gnarly.
Looks gnarly weather. But, character building. Take your waterproofs. That shit's character building, man.
All ready for it. And then from Innsbruck, drive all the way back to Vienna. Yeah. Where we're going to a mini festival, and then I think Becky's mate's going to take us on some sort of climb if the weather permits us. So either sport or trad.
Oh, phenomenal. We need more experience than that. We need to go to Winggather with Martin. But yeah.
There's so many conversations that have happened today. It's just no idea where to start, is there?
Yeah, no.
So many conversations.
So many plans, so many future things. It's going to be great.
July plans are coming together now. Big plans for that.
What, in terms of camping in Wales? That's going to be amazing. We're
Porth.
getting loads of people together for that.
Porthysgo.
Yeah.
That's big.
So what? British font, basically?
I'm going to try and do the Wicklow Mountain. I'm doing the Wicklow Mountains
What's
in
that?
July. The mountain range in Ireland.
Yeah.
Big boulder field, loads of hiking.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing,
Fuck
man.
tons
It's gonna
coming
be
up,
beautiful.
man.
Oh, dude, can't wait. This is beautiful. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, man. Wow.
Go to Dino Club.
Oh,
Touch them.
future stuff.
Go
I'm
to
going
Enter
to
Method.
Amsterdam.
Touch them. If you
Yeah.
got friends, tell them.
Yeah, should we wind this up? Beautiful
Do you
timing.
got a friend?
I've got a friend. Have you got a friend?
I've
I've
got-
only got one, and it's you.
I've got one.
And you already listened to the podcast.
Oh, fuck.
But if you guys have any friends, please, 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 just go on their phone. Don't tell them. But
Yeah,
they
just
don't even need to
download it
listen.
their
Just
phone.
download the podcast. I don't care if they listen.
Yeah.
I just want another download to add to the
Download it
number.
off your parents' phone as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Just go, subscribe.
Buy another phone.
And give us a rate and a review, because every time someone reviews us on iTunes or something, or Spotify, it puts us up in the rankings. And if we get to like the top rated, or like the what's hot right now sort of podcasts,
Other people might know. Yeah.
other people might listen, and then that'll be so much cool. That'll be so much cool. Don't you know?
Don't you know, boy?
Anyway,
This is season 1.
this is still season 1.
Probably.
This is intermediate. Who knows what this is? Follow me at Pete_Rick on Instagram.
Follow me at Danko Winterbert.
We've got new Dino Club t-shirts out. We've got new Dino Club stickers. We've got new Dino Club buttons. We've got it all going on at Dino Club. So go follow them. We're posting all the time on there. We're doing loads. Go follow us at BH on Instagram as well, because that's what we use as the dump for all our footage. Thank you, Dan, for being a beautiful human being.
Thank you for being probably slightly better than me.
Shut up.
Probably. And thank you at THC Liverpool, the climbing hanger.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, been
you guys are always smashing it.
a beautiful experience. Thank you all.
Take it easy, guys.
Double dino to micro crimper.